Now let's think about a hadith that Prophet Muhammad said. Faith is split into two halves. One is patience and the other is gratitude. It puts a lot of emphasis on sabr and shukr to carry the entire weight of our faith. Let's explore why patience and gratitude are important in Islam in this week's Q&A video. Let's start by defining patience and gratitude as frameworks in Islam. Patience is referred to as sabr, which is to defend against hardships that Allah throws in your path to make you a stronger human and a better Muslim. This life is simply just not possible without sabr. Think about it. Every hardship that we come across to would completely ruin us without sabr. And if you see that the severity of all of our problems can be calculated through how much sabr we had in those moments, you'd see how important of a role sabr plays. Let's say you applied to a job and you got rejected, but you have no sabr. This rejection would completely ruin you. However, if you did have sabr, you'd know that Allah always has a plan for you. And even though you're facing hardships right now, it'll be better in the future. Without sabr, you'd probably stop trying to find a job, possibly even fall into depression, and your life quality will just decrease so much more after that. However, if you do have your sabr, maybe you'll increase your opportunity in finding a job. Now, let's move on to gratitude, also referred to as shukr. Now this is when you truly value the things that you have and appreciate them to the most maximum level. We've gone in depth to shukr in our other Q&A videos, which you can check out in our channel. However, let's look at what shukr would mean in the context of sabr. Now, sabr and shukr coexist. You can't have one without the other. Because think about it. How can you be sabr for something that you don't have, that you can't even appreciate? Or how can you appreciate something if you didn't have the sabr and wait for it to even happen? Now, for an ideal Muslim, at minimum, when you are faced with hardships, you should have sabr, such as poverty. But when good things happen in your life and you are wealthy, you should have shukr. But in reality, it's better to have shukr both in poverty and in wealth, and to have sabr at all times. Now these two ideas are repeated all throughout the Quran. But let's check out two verses that stick out. From Surah Al-Baqarah, it says, "O believers, seek comfort in patience and prayer. Allah is truly with those who are patient." In Surah Saba, it says, "Only a few of my servants are truly grateful." In these two verses alone, we can see the key component of both sabr and shukr in an ideal Muslim's life. Not only will Allah be with us as long as we have sabr, but if we have shukr as well, we'd only be part of a handful which separates us from the rest. As we near Qiyamah, or also known as Judgment Day, we face more and more hardships every single day. And as hardships increase, it's important to have sabr in order to wait for the good times to come, and shukr to be able to see the good things in our hardships.